ResortLoop.com is proud to be sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's now offers coffee subscriptions. You can order a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription. You can choose from 3 collections: the Flavored Coffee Collection, the Roastmasters Collection, or the Disney Signature Coffee Collection. Each collection includes 3 bags per month. With the Joffrey's Coffee subscriptions, never run out of great coffee again. Learn more and order at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The body of water that you see to the right of our forward motion is the Seven Seas Lagoon. The Seven Seas Lagoon is a man-made creation that took 3 years and the removal of millions of cubic yards of earth to complete.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
And his lovely wife, Dawn.
And we are here. Thanks for joining us for part 2. Probably the final part of our trip report. It was only a 3-day in-park vacation.
I would definitely say this is it.
But, so we did our trip down, how we got down. Mm-hmm. We did our Epcot day.
Yes.
Reflecting, we mentioned this on the last show. Didn't have as much food as I'd hoped.
I know, it was hot.
It was hot.
And I don't really feel like eating much, but
right.
Had it been a cooler day, had we flip-flopped a couple of our days, we probably would have been able to eat more. And
true. And had the Epcot evening gone a little bit differently, we probably would have eaten more. But we certainly had enough food.
Yeah.
We're not starving at this end.
No, we are not. Not at all. So
let's keep moving forward, as somebody once said.
All right.
Day 2, which this would have been Thursday of our vacation. April 3rd. No, March.
April 1st. It was April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
By the way, I missed out on the fake news show because I was at Disney. Hopefully I'm forgiven. Anyway, so we chose this day to be our Magic Kingdom day.
Yes.
So we had our park reservations. We woke up from Pop.
And then we took the bus over to the Magic Kingdom.
The bus? How'd the bus go?
I thought, everything that Disney is doing to protect everybody and keep everybody as safe as possible is very well thought out. And the buses now have numbered sections and they have them divided, 2 seats, 3 seats, 4 seats, so forth. Mm-hmm. And so in the morning, there seemed to be somebody who was dedicated to directing people, not just the bus driver, to getting on and where they're supposed to sit. In the evening, it seemed like just the bus driver was doing it, but they'd ask you how many in your party. They would direct you to the seat, and you would sit there. There's plexiglass up. Right. And, I really, truly felt safe. I did not feel one, and I'm pretty germophobic.
Yes.
I was very germophobic before the pandemic even started.
And not that that's a bad thing. It's just
so I was pretty nervous about going, although we had seen and read many things about what Disney was doing to keep everybody safe.
Right.
And honestly, I felt very safe there. We took our hand sanitizer. There's hand sanitizing stations all over the place.
Everywhere.
Places to wash your hands. The bathrooms were very clean. So it was good. But the bus was great.
Yeah, because we were a party of 3. Mm-hmm. And what they would do, occasionally we were a party of 2. But
yeah, someone may have ditched us.
Maybe. But if there was a section on the bus for 4 people, only the party of 2 would be there.
Right.
Like we would sit down in the section of 4. They would not sit anybody next to us to
correct
promote the physical
Yeah, it just
distancing.
depends on how many people were getting on the bus.
Right.
They did a really good job of, I'm sure they've had lots of practice by this point in time of where to seat people and how to seat people, configure them. So it was a very good experience. So there's no standing on the buses at this time. You have to sit.
Right. Which, hey, I'm all about that.
After a long day in the park, it was
especially
fine.
At the end of the day. Beginning of the day, you're ready to go. But
right.
So we got to the Magic Kingdom. Mm-hmm. I was concerned that there's going to be a big, huge line for the bus also going to the Magic Kingdom.
Right. And I think there's not, because we didn't get on the first bus that we saw. We got on the very second one, but the buses seemed to be coming very frequently. We didn't wait. I don't even think it was 5 minutes after the first one left before the one we took showed up. So It was very good.
Very good. So we got to the Magic Kingdom. We got off the bus, went into Magic Kingdom. We had the temperature check.
Mm-hmm.
We had
the screening for the bags. Is the in-person screening's not there. You just kind of go through their detector. They tell you if they want to check your bag or not. And ours never did get checked. We didn't have anything in there besides water bottles. So I guess we're good. So we went on through. I did see on the left, they did have the experimental or temporary facial recognition line. I don't know if you noticed that. Oh, no, I didn't see that.
And I thought about doing it just to do it. But I'm like, we're only going in for one day.
Yeah.
And let's just keep moving.
Right.
There's no reason to walk a few more steps down to do something that was only going to be a one-day thing. So.
Yeah, that's good.
But anyway, went into the park.
And we let Mackenzie direct our day because it doesn't matter to us, what we do and experience. We just, with her being in college, we just know that our time with her living under our roof is limited, and we want to spend as much time in making her, happy. And
right.
I miss her when she's at school.
I know. So we had the Mackenzie. Mackenzie was our touring plan for
yes,
the day.
She was.
I did check touring plans for wait times throughout just to check and see how things were going.
Yeah.
I have a feeling whenever we schedule a future trip, if she's not invited, she'll be upset anyway. So I think it wasn't exactly the last trip with Mackenzie to Disney. But.
No, of course not. So we did Buzz Lightyear. That's always fun.
Before we get to the rides.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We make the turn to see the castle.
Yeah.
What did you think about the new castle colors?
I thought it was gorgeous. I really did. They didn't do it all in pink.
No.
So I think that helps a lot with the aesthetics, but I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was very pretty. And it's, I don't know. I liked the birthday castle cake. It was fine, but this one is definitely more elegant, more suited to a 50th anniversary.
It is. The pink is more muted in person than it is in some of the pictures.
Yes, it is.
So I'm not sure. Like with some people taking pictures of their phone, I don't know if they're running it through filters or it's just, phones are doing a computational thing to boost the pink.
I don't know.
But it looked
it was very pretty.
Much better in person than pictures I had seen.
It was very pretty.
So if it were to stay that, I could tolerate it, although I'm probably just an old guy, but I still kind of prefer the gray look, kind of the standard look of the castle.
Well, I think it'll go back to gray eventually. It's just a special thing for the 50th anniversary, isn't it?
I thought so, but who knows how things go.
I don't know.
I will say
pretty. It's not. I mean, it's very pretty.
I like how the blue turrets on there are like pop now, though.
Yes, they really do.
All right. So we went to Tomorrowland. Go ahead.
Yep. So then we went to Buzz Lightyear, which is always fun. You always kick our butts when we play. So I was ahead at one point in time.
I trained in the 80s with video games. That's all I got going for me.
Should have done
when
that.
you had nothing else to do. There was always the Atari 2600.
Yep. And then we went to Space Mountain, which you choose not to ride. I think that's just asking too much of the coaster in there. I'll be honest. I should not have ridden because I did a couple years ago have a herniated C6-7. So I do baby my neck and I'm very careful with it. But even though she's an adult, I just don't want her waiting in line alone. I don't want her riding alone. So, and I enjoy Space Mountain. So
why not?
I rode with her. It was a lot more jerky than I remember. I was like, okay, I am definitely done with the day. There'll be no more coasters today.
Right.
But that wasn't a problem because we got ditched later on in the day. She had a friend that she met actually on a Disney cruise, our spring break cruise 2 years ago. His family had come to Disney World for a little vacation, and she was able to meet up with him and spend some time with him and do all the rides that I don't with him. So that was fine.
Which was good for her. She had a good time. She got to meet a friend.
Yeah.
And she's been wanting to meet up with them for a while.
She has. She really has. So that was a good thing. And we had a little alone couple times. So that was a good thing too.
It's always a good thing.
That's a very good thing.
A little more relaxing of a time.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this bench over here. Let's take a look at the bench. Let's people watch for a little bit.
I love to people watch.
People watching is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
There's no better place that people watch.
Exactly.
Ugh.
So we did that. And then I forget what else we did. Oh, we did Haunted Mansion.
We did do Haunted Mansion.
Peter Pan.
First time in the extended queue.
Ooh, I love the extended queue.
And when we got there, the lines being long, very long spaced, the entrance for the queue, like where the line had ended, was near the Haunted Mansion.
Right.
And they actually zigzagged us through the Columbia Harbor House.
Yes. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So while we really didn't need it, there was bonus air conditioning if you had been super hot.
Yeah, that was good. But yeah, it was, I love the new queuing area. It was really cute.
Yeah, that was
very nicely themed.
Was that our first time? I know it was my first time.
Yes, it was my first time.
Because we'd always fast passed it when I was available, so we didn't.
Right. So I think that's a good thing. Not having fast passes right now is you just get in the regular standby line and you get to experience the full queue, which we don't often do because we do use fast passes so frequently. But I think that's another kind of a perk or a good side effect of the pandemic at Disney World is not having fast passes and just getting in the line, and you get to experience the full experience of the ride. So that was good.
That was very good.
So we did that. And then Oh, Jungle Cruise.
I was just going to go to the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, we had a
Cruise.
really good captain. She was awesome.
She was great.
We've done the Jungle Cruise multiple times, but this captain had quite a few new jokes that we hadn't heard before.
There was.
Yeah, she did a great job. So that was fun. And then we were hungry because we kind of skipped breakfast.
We were hungry. And was this our first time doing the mobile ordering?
Yes, it was the first time for mobile ordering because we didn't do that at Epcot because we ate around the world. So that was the first time experience. And I am not all about new technology experiences at all. I don't do well. I'm not a technology person and I don't even wish I was.
So there you go.
So I have you.
Well, there you go.
That works.
But I was kind of not weary about the mobile ordering. I don't mind standing in line for a couple minutes and then just seeing the cast member and kind of, again, people watching while I'm in line and kind of looking to see what people are walking by me, what they get, see what looks good that day.
Right.
But we didn't do that. So we ordered online and right after we got the Jungle Cruise, we found a bench. And by the way, we were using a Disney gift card.
Right.
And I had to enter that every time. There was not an option to save a gift card on there. You could save a credit card to your heart's content on there. They love the credit card on there. But each time I had to do it, I had to re-enter the card. So maybe I was doing something wrong for the Disney gift card. But
yeah, I don't know.
It just took a couple seconds because I had it on me. But
yeah,
not a big deal. I ordered the tacos, which I had before, so I knew those were going to be good.
And I ordered the beef nachos, which were excellent.
And does Mackenzie ditch us for that one, or she was there?
Yeah, she was there. I don't remember what she ate though. Oh, mac and cheese.
Oh, she just got the mac and cheese because she was meeting up with her friend not long after that.
So she just had mac and cheese. So, yeah. So that was all really good. So, and then she ditched us.
And we went to leave. And I noticed that right outside the bathrooms, there's still a phone there. Yeah, so it's a house phone, and it just lists an extension. So I think if you need to call on Disney, it gives you like a couple, like if you have ticketing questions, I'm looking at it here, you need to talk to the operator or general information line, which, then it's got the extension for the phone there, which I'm not going to give out because I don't need to be calling people coming out of the bathroom.
No, definitely.
So what's good there today? What'd you have to eat?
There you go. But anyway.
So.
Interesting.
So we had a good lunch.
Yes.
What did we do after lunch?
We people watched for a little bit.
Yes.
And then, we met up with my friend from work and her two daughters.
Right, we went to Haunted Mansion again.
Yes, we did. Yes, we met up with them. My friend from work was there with her twins. And so we met up with them and we rode Haunted Mansion with them. And then they were going someplace else. And I think we just decided to people watch a little bit. And we saw Mickey's PhilharMagic. That's what we did. And
that was a much longer line and wait than we had ever thought it was going to be.
My goodness. Yes, it was.
The physical distancing in that theater and in the queue is insane.
I don't even know
probably
if it's
appropriate, but insane.
Absolutely. And you just don't realize okay, how many people are they this was the only time we experienced how many people will fit in the theater with the social distancing and the seats blocked off and the rows blocked off. It's not many, even though that theater's big. It's not, I think, as big as some of them. So we've never not gotten in line, gotten right into the next show. We had to wait 2 shows, I think.
At least. It might have been more than that because there was a couple in the main room, right outside.
Oh, yeah. It was a very, very long line, but it's always a good show. So although that was the one time I thought, I was not happy because with the 3D glasses and the mask, they just kept fogging up on me. And no matter how I adjusted my mask, that hadn't happened before, but I was like, okay, I'm done. So I finally took the 3D glasses off because I couldn't see anything anyway. And, some of it's in 3D, some of it's not. So I enjoyed it just as much though. It was always good. And then we decided to leave, and my friend from work, we gave Mackenzie her contact information just in case she needed something in the park because we were leaving our child in a park with a guy, and I just wanted her to have somebody to contact in case she needed anything. And our friend happens to be a police officer, so
we felt pretty good about things.
Very safe about leaving her in the park. So we left. Where did we go?
Did we do The Little Mermaid right after that?
I think we packed up a little bit too. Went back and packed a little bit.
Oh, we did. We kind of sorted through some things.
Yeah. So we did that. And then we went back. We weren't gone very long. We just needed a little bit of a break.
Right.
Plus I wanted my warmer jacket because even though it was not a cold day, it was windy and you just felt the chill. There was a lot of clouds and just felt chilly. And I wanted my warmer coat. So my warmer jacket. So we went back and got that.
Yes.
And we did The Little Mermaid and
yep. That's always a cute ride too.
I do. I like that one too. And we just kind of hung out a little bit.
We did.
Just, did a few things here and there and then went back. We were back kind of early because they closed at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Or 9 o'clock. So we went back to Pop and we got some dinner. And Mackenzie got invited to go with her friend and his family to Splitsville.
Right.
For some bowling and for some dinner there. That was very nice. They treated her. That was very sweet of them. And we told her we didn't want her taking the bus back alone,
Right.
that we would either come get her in the car or we would, take the bus over and get her. But his family was very sweet. They were going to Uber back to their resort and they dropped her off on the way.
That was very nice.
That was really sweet. We really appreciated that, because
they're good people.
Yeah. While you want to be trusting of everybody, you can't. And we'd be lying if we didn't say we weren't tracking her phone, because we were.
Well, I was going to leave that out, but yes.
Well,
she probably won't listen.
No. And if she does, I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
And we love her.
Because we pay for the phone. So if I want to know where that phone is.
And we love her. That's the more important
Well, that
part.
too.
Hello.
That's there.
But then she gets back a little bit later and we went to bed because the next day was Hollywood Studios.
Been very excited for Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
And this was our one day, the one Hollywood Studios day.
One day, one shot.
We had not seen Galaxy's Edge yet.
No.
So we knew we could get a Millennium Falcon. Rise of the Resistance, we didn't know.
Right.
Now, I checked everything on how to do this, how to do the boarding group.
You
I
practiced.
set the alarm. We practiced. We got there. We got to crunch time. Logged in. Started doing it. Looked like I had it. Looked like I had the boarding group. I hit the next button for the step. It said an error has occurred.
Yeah.
By that point, it was over.
I was so sad.
I was sad too.
It was awful. I was just crushed. And not that we wouldn't have a good time at the studios, not being able to ride.
Right.
But I thought, I'd rather go back to Epcot and eat some more good food. But Epcot was full that day.
Right.
And we did not have park hoppers, so there was not a chance that we were going back to Epcot.
Right.
So I didn't want to ruin it, especially for Mackenzie, even though I was incredibly disappointed. So we decided we're just going to go, have a good time, and just, have fun.
Right. But we knew we had a second shot.
Right. But I wasn't holding out much hope because
I've heard that one's very iffy.
That second shot at 1 o'clock is just, it's just kind of, I don't know. It depends on if the ride is running smoothly, if they're having some mechanical issues. You just don't know.
Right. So
I just wasn't going to count on it.
Because if they can't get through the entire boarding groups that they already scheduled at the 7 a.m. hour.
Right.
That goes over into later in the afternoon.
Right.
But apparently it had a really good day.
It did.
So.
But let's not get to that.
No. That was just what we call a tease.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So we get there and we decided to ride.
And we skylined over.
Yes, we did. No, we did not.
Oh, we drove.
We drove.
Because that was our last
That's right.
day.
Because that was our last day because we were staying at the airport Hyatt for the night.
We'll
since
talk
our
about that
flight was
later,
so
too.
early. Yeah. But no, we packed up everything and loaded the car. And I don't know about other people. I'm sure we're not alone in this, but you get in line to park your car and you're just like, please let me be on the end close to the walkway.
Yes.
Please let me be on the end close to the walkway. And we get there and there's 3 cars ahead of us and the last one is parked on the very end by the walkway.
Yes.
And sometimes they start parking in the next row right beside the walkway and then they go down. Sometimes they just send you all the way down the road.
All the way
And
down.
just, but jackpot. We were parked by the walkway.
We call it parking roulette.
It is. And they were parking. It was kind of neat every other space so that you weren't like getting out of your car right next to somebody and in their physical space there. So they were parking every other space. So it was kind of nice. Gave you a lot of room to get out, get your stuff gathered, whatever you needed. I would maybe ask Disney, keep that even after the pandemic is over because that was really nice.
I would think it'd be safer because you have people flinging doors open and kids
yeah.
hopping out excited to get out. And
Oh, yeah. There's cars moving.
give that extra space in there for a little bit.
That was nice. I mean, and they did fill them back in, though.
Oh, absolutely.
So it worked. But anyway, so we get there, we get in, temperature checks, bag checks, all that stuff. Super easy. No lines at all.
Nothing.
It was fabulous.
It was great.
So we get in and we headed over to Toy Story Toy Story Mania.
Yes.
So the line again, fairly long all the way back. They kind of have you in different areas. We waited maybe 30 minutes?
If that,
It wasn't
yeah.
terribly long.
No.
So we had a good time, but this time,
Yes.
Mackenzie was the big winner.
She was.
So that was exciting.
That was very good.
Yeah,
was
that's
awesome.
always a fun game. My little thing, I think I wasn't pulling the little thing right. It kind of stopped shooting it a couple times, and I think it was because I wasn't pulling it exactly back out. I was pulling it more at an angle.
Oh.
And sometimes that doesn't work. So anyway, so we got off there and Mackenzie, Slinky Dog, roller coaster was down.
Yes, it was.
There was a lot of people waiting in line for it, but they didn't know when it would be back up. And I think it did finally go back up, but it was way late in the day.
Yeah, it was later in the day. It wasn't. It was at least a few hours, I think.
Oh, for sure. So they weren't even doing any practice runs or anything when we were back there. So,
and the lady at the end of because there were people waiting in line. They were just going to wait however long it took.
Right.
And she was like, we recommend you do other things because we have no idea.
Yeah. When they recommend that, you should just go. Just do other things. Right. Especially because like with this whole pandemic, I think the longest we waited was 70 minutes for a ride.
Oh, yeah.
And that was, and a lot of times the time showed up and it was significantly less than what it really was because they're not handing anybody the little lanyards to wear to like scan just to get an accurate time. I think they're doing based on where people are in line, you know, kind of just giving it a ballpark estimate, which is fine. But I'm glad they're doing it conservatively because they did not, because it doesn't make you get in line like, oh, it's 20-minute wait. Here we are 40 minutes later.
Right.
So it's always, you know, bonus when you say 40 minutes and you're on in 20.
Because I think,
25.
wasn't the Haunted Mansion, I think that was set at like a 30-minute wait. And I think it was like 8.
Oh, yeah.
I think
it was very short.
8 minutes.
Yeah.
So
that was good. So Mackenzie decides she wants to do alien swirling saucers.
Right.
And I'm like,
worst abbreviation for a ride, by the way.
Just saying.
Just throwing that out there.
So I decide, okay, we're going to go. You decide this is not something you're going to do.
I don't need to do this.
You don't need to swirl around. I get car sick in the car so badly, but you get more sick on the rides.
Sometimes. It depends. And this looked like it might be one of those things. I'm like, I'm going to the Joffrey's cart.
Exactly. So, but Ishmael, who is at the end of the line, is like, no, you can ride. It's fun. It's not bad. So you decided to give it a whirl.
I'm going to listen to Ishmael because I had his name. So if I told him I was going to find him afterwards if it didn't go well.
Exactly. But it went well.
It went well, and I didn't see him. But
my goodness. If you are traveling with just adults, because I looked at it as this is a little kid ride and I didn't want to be in line and take up space from a little kid, you know, is kind of how I looked at it. But I mean, the line truly was not very long to begin with. But I thought, okay, Mackenzie wanted to do it. We laughed so hard on this
You guys
ride.
were giggling.
It was so...
Belly giggles.
If you are adults only party, just go. Oh my goodness. We laughed so hard. I mean, it's not your typical just like teacup ride.
No.
It's just much more fun than that. It was so great.
It's tame, a little whippy.
A little whippy.
But that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, it is. And Mackenzie and I would slide from one end of the seat to the other, and we were laughing so hard. It was just really a super fun ride. We enjoyed it a lot.
We did.
So then, what did we do then?
I'm trying to think.
I think we went over to Galaxy's Edge then. We just kind of looked around.
We did. We walked through it to kind of check things out and get the lay of the land.
Exactly. And Mackenzie said she wanted to build a droid and she didn't care how long the line was, but she quickly found out you have to have reservations for that.
Yeah, she knew that for the lightsaber because she was going to do that, but she was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do a droid. So
yeah, so things that you need to know before you go. Got to have a reservation for that. So, you know, next time she said she would do that. And then we decided, again, we didn't eat breakfast, so we were hungry. So we went to the commissary.
Now, we've gone to the commissary several times.
They keep changing their menu there.
I was just going to say, the menu's different every single time.
It is.
But we enjoy it because it's, air conditioned inside.
Yes.
They had outside tables if you wanted.
Yes. It is very spaced out in there.
But you had to do mobile ordering there as well.
Right. Which we've kind of like grown to like after that, you know, because we did it at the Magic Kingdom. We did it at Pop, you know, and now we're doing it here. I kind of like the mobile ordering now.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it. I make you do it, but it works because
it's so difficult to do. I'm kidding. But so
super easy.
You do the order. Your phone says, okay, your order's ready. Then you kind of show it or whatever to the people at the door. They let you in.
Yep.
Find your little table.
Yep.
And they had a little drink station there. You didn't actually get your drinks and you couldn't fill up your drinks yourself.
Right.
But there was a cast member there who she had trays of water if you just wanted water ready to go.
Right.
Or she would just get you whatever fountain drink you had wanted.
Yeah, it was easy. And so this time I ordered it was like a grilled cheese with like buffalo chicken.
Yes.
And I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not because it had cream cheese in it. And I was like, oh, I don't know. But I thought, I'll give it a try and see what I think. It was delicious.
That's awesome.
It had a little spicy kick to it. It was fantastic. Had some French fries with it. I would have preferred something like a vegetable, like maybe some fresh broccoli or something like that. But that wasn't an option.
Right.
But the chicken sandwich was really good. It's like a grilled cheese with chicken, and it was just ooey gooey goodness.
There you go.
I loved it.
I had the shrimp soft tacos.
Yes.
Which I kind of assumed the shrimp were going to be like salad type shrimps, like really tiny or
the baby
relatively
ones.
tiny. These are like really good sized shrimp. I think I had like 3 or 4 on each taco, and they tasted really good. It was a great lunch.
It was.
And I think it came with rice and beans, I believe.
Right.
Which I think I ate the rice and just some of the beans, but that was good also.
Right. And I think Mackenzie had mac and cheese.
I think she had the mac and cheese again.
Yeah. So then, by this point in time...
Oh, and free refills on your drinks there too, by the way.
Oh, yes. Just go up and ask. So, because we weren't sure. I'm like, I wanted another Coke, and if I'd had to pay for it, I would have, but I said, just go up and ask, and if you have to get another one, buy another one.
A mobile order a Coke. I had no problem doing it.
So, but it was easy. It was nice.
Yep.
So then after that, we decided to go back to Galaxy's Edge, and it was getting close to 1:00 at that point in time.
Yes.
We walked around a little bit and just kind of checked stuff out, took a few pictures. And by then it was about, 1:45 or so, 20 till 1. And we thought, this is our last chance.
So we found a place to sit.
We did.
Watch people for a little bit more again.
Exactly. It was a beautiful sunny day, but it was cooler.
Yes.
So it was fantastic. So we're waiting and we're waiting. And so I'm looking at the tips and they're like, oh, look at the atomic clock and start, going timing with the atomic clock. And the first time we did it, because we had read just one person in your party should try to do it because otherwise it messes it up. Well, you saw how well that went for us. So this time we decided all 3 of us would try to get a boarding group. So we're there. And as it got closer to 1:00, it was kind of funny. There was all these family groups around us, probably like, 7, 8, 9, 10 groups of families around us, sitting, standing, and they're all on their phones, like ready to go for a boarding group.
All huddled around close to each other, all looking at their phones.
I said, oh, you feel our misery that we felt this morning. You didn't get a boarding group. And they're all waiting. And so 1:00 happens and we're like, go, go, go. And so we're doing it, flipping our phone, refresh, got the little blue join button. All of a sudden, yours and mine just like quit. And Mackenzie's like, I got it. And the thing that you need to know is that once one person in your group gets it, it's for every person in your party.
Right.
You don't have to select the people. They automatically select everybody in your travel party that would get it. But Mackenzie got it for us. And
it's amazing how fast the computational power is or whatever they got driving.
Oh, I don't know what they have, but it's amazing.
Because no sooner did Mackenzie say she had it, I had pulled down and my list had just me highlighted. So nobody else was on there because my phone or my app already knew that she had it.
Right. Mine too.
All this took place in like 5 seconds. It was crazy.
Oh, I'm not even sure it was 5 seconds.
Right.
It was so quick. And it was funny and sad around us because you could see the people who got it, they're all cheering. And the ones who didn't were like, oh. And you felt bad.
You did.
I felt horrible. I'm like, I'm so happy for us, but so sad for them.
Not sad enough to give them our boarding group.
Oh, no.
But, no.
But
what was our boarding group number? It was
107.
107. So they must have been flying through the boarding groups.
They must have, because not only was our boarding group 107, but it said approximate wait time was 90 minutes.
Yes.
So it was going to be quick.
Yes.
That we were there. So we decided to ride Smuggler's Run while we waited.
Right.
Wait time of 70 minutes. Okay, that's fine because you have 1 hour from the time your boarding group is called till you check in.
Right.
1 hour. I don't know how strict they are after that.
I think they're pretty strict.
I would think they would have to be.
I think you're
especially
late,
with the popularity.
You missed it, yeah.
So I was a little nervous about it, but like Mackenzie said, well, we can just dip out if we need to. So I said, yeah, I guess so. So we get in line and we're waiting. And that was the 70-minute wait. That was a true 70-minute wait.
And we weren't sure how far along we were in the queue because the first time we did it. So we didn't know from where we were how much time we had left.
Right.
So I send messages to Brad Coates, friend of the show, because I wanted to know, and I sent him a couple pictures, like, this is where we are, how much of the wait is left.
Yeah.
He said, you're going to be fine. You'll be all right. So I appreciated Brad.
I'm glad that we waited.
Out.
Yes. Thank you to him. So I'm glad we waited. Again, because of social distancing, part of the queue is back like in a cast members area.
Right.
It goes back and forth, and then up. But once you get inside, the queue is really awesome. I'm just, like I said, I'm really glad that there's not fast passes at the moment because I think it's really cool to experience the wait queue.
Yes.
Because it's really neat.
It's very neat. Part of it reminded me of Star Tours.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah, it did. So it was really kind of cool. It was fun to look around at all the stuff they have in there, and just the Disney attention to detail is pretty amazing. So we did our line, and they were like, do you want to be a pilot? Do you want to be a navigator or a gunner? Or it was a navigator? No, a gunner and an engineer.
Engineer. So I chose pilot. You chose pilot. And Mackenzie wanted to be a gunner.
Yeah, she did.
And it was just the three of us in the little capsule.
Right, because they're doing the whole social distancing, one family per thing. So the whole premise of Smuggler's Run is you're trying to get back the bounty from somebody.
Yeah, you're...
I was kind of lost on me.
You're trying to get coaxium, or you're trying to smuggle the coaxium somewhere else. And
yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I was just excited I didn't pay attention. I should have, but I didn't.
Maybe it was unobtainium. I'm not sure what the stuff was we were hauling.
I don't know. But anyway, so we get in. So when you are in there, like the pilot on the left controls the left, right.
Yes.
And the pilot on the right controls the up, down.
Which is normally how these cockpits work, I'm sure, in major aircraft.
Yeah. And Mackenzie, she was a little disappointed. Like, if you're the gunner, there's just a button to hit. There's nothing to aim at. Because that's the pilot's job, is to work together.
Yes.
To get the up, down, left, right. I don't know that you ever quite got the up.
Oh, I had it.
No,
I had
you
it.
didn't. You did not. You did not. You could not get that lined up, the up, down with that train. I'm right in line with it. And
I was doing what I had to do. Part of that ship was damaged from something.
I don't think so. You didn't have a clue. I kept telling you, go up, and you're making us go down.
There was a clue.
Like, you never figured out which way was up, which was... No, you didn't.
In space, there is no up.
All right. You just go with that.
You know I will.
But again, a ride where we were just laughing hysterically because it was just so much fun.
Right.
So I don't know what the engineers do. I think we have to go back and ride again.
Exactly.
Do different spots and stuff, but
I will say,
you're not going to be a pilot the next time.
By the end, I was a little queasy, I'll be honest. Like, about 5 seconds ago, I don't know what is happening.
Now go figure, I wasn't.
I know.
And I'm the one that's puking in the car. So anytime we go anywhere in a car ride, I can't stand it. But for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't get sick. But it's kind of cool because, like, you get to jump into hyperspace and that whole sensation.
And the graphics really are crazy good.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So we had so much fun.
We did.
So as soon as we got off of there, then ta-da! Our boarding group was called.
Fantastic.
Oh, we were so excited.
So we walked over there.
Yep. And the thing of it is, like, once it's not like a fast pass. Like, once you check in, you're in a queue.
Yes.
It's not like you automatically get on the ride. And that's sort of what I thought. So I was a hair disappointed because I hadn't read that or hadn't realized that. And it was about a 45-minute wait. Or he said about 45 minutes. I think it was only about 30
it wasn't
from where we are. No, it was not bad at all.
But you're never exactly sure, like, when the ride started either. You know? It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, you get in this thing, it's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing. But again, the queue is quite a bit of it is outside. So it's nice that it was a sunny day. It was a beautiful day, but not terribly hot. So that was kind of nice.
And breezy.
It was breezy. Yes, it was really breezy. So, but that was really nice. So then we get in, but you're right. You're not really quite sure when does the ride start, because they're like, they ask you how many, you're like 3, stand on the green dot, stand on the yellow dot. And they're, and I'm sure they're all in character. And it just was kind of like, oh my goodness. Well, I don't want to give anything from the ride away. No spoiler alerts.
No.
But amazing.
It was great.
It was awesome. We had a great time.
Because I had seen some spoilers just because of, doing the show, but I really tried to steer clear of a lot of videos.
I did. I didn't see any of them.
Oh.
I didn't want to. So,
the scale of some of the stuff on that ride is amazing.
It really is. You're just like, oh my goodness. So, but it was a really fun ride. Again, it's a ride vehicle similar to like the dinosaur ride vehicles, but it's trackless.
Right.
So that was really cool.
And what was the seating? Was it 3x3 or 4x4? 4x4?
I think 3. No, I think it was just a front and a back, and then 4 and 4. And then there were like 3 or 4 ride vehicles at one time. 4 ride vehicles, I think, at one time. So it was really good.
It was a good ride.
It was really good.
It was awesome.
So, and then when we got off, we got ditched again.
We got ditched.
She went to meet up with her friend again for the rest of the day, which is just fine.
It was fine.
That's okay.
But we took that opportunity. And we went over to do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
We did. That was really cute.
It was a cute ride.
I missed the Great Movie Ride. I just like the nostalgia of it. So I kind of missed the Great Movie Ride, but Runaway Railway was really, really cute.
It was a
They
good
did
ride.
a good job with that one.
It was weird just going through how they had redone the queue in the
Oh, yeah.
movie theater there and everything. But again, very cute ride. You got to do that one.
Absolutely. So, and I think that was it for us. We did a little bit of shopping. Oh, we wanted to do the Skyliner again. So we just took the Skyliner loop.
Yep.
You and I did since Mackenzie was busy.
Which I'm going to talk about this. We talked about it being breezy at Galaxy's Edge. It was a downright windy day.
It was very windy.
It was very windy. I don't remember. Do you remember what they said? The winds?
Yeah, I kept checking because I'm like, well, which jacket should I wear? Because I took a couple. It said 16, 17 mile an hour winds.
So I honestly, that was windy enough. I didn't think the Skyliner was going to be running. It ran all day.
It did. So I don't know what kind of winds it can withstand, but that thing is built well.
It is. And so we did our little Skyliner ride. With the one way, which I'm guessing maybe the wind was like at our back or at our front. I don't really remember. Perfectly smooth.
Yes.
Once you make that turn and it's cross breezing, there is a little bit of movement in the Skyliner.
It is a little bit.
Not enough to make me feel queasy or like unsafe, like anything was going to happen.
No, I didn't feel unsafe at all.
But just noticeable. So
yeah.
I don't know what the max wind is for that, but if it's even a breezy day,
watch out.
Watch out. But
so
it should still be running.
That was really good. So we went to do the Skyliner one more time, and we did, and we took it over to Epcot, and then came back, and we had to do a little bit of shopping.
Yeah.
So I always have to shop at the Disney stores.
Yes.
And by then we decided we were tired. Our feet hurt.
Yes.
And we sat and people watched on a bench until about 7:30. Mackenzie said she was done. They were closing at 8.
Right.
And she and her friend were done. He was going to go back to his resort, and we were going to head over to the hotel for the night. And it was done.
Yep.
And we
but
were
our
sad.
snack, we had some Mickey pretzels with the cheese.
Did. Oh, yeah. We also had the Mickey pretzels with the cheese.
And that's when we saw a couple of the cavalcades.
Yeah, those were really cute. I think that's a really great way to have the characters still be shown and not have, the crowds that gather for the parades and things. So it was really cute. Yeah, we saw some Pixar characters in one. Yep. We saw one at Magic Kingdom, which were the classic characters.
Right.
Those were really good. So that was really cute. Shout out to the security guy who was holding his arm out, making sure nobody was going up to accost Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, he was kind of really into his...
yeah, he was.
Into his Secret Service.
People watching. Totally fun. But it was good. He was cute.
One thing I did learn is I apparently want to buy a Camaro now and paint it the Buzz Lightyear colors.
I know.
Try that around town.
Start working some overtime, bud.
There you go.
That was a cool Camaro.
Yeah, I'll have to find a used Camaro apparently.
That was really cute.
But I have it on video, so I'll be able to match up the colors and where everything was. So
absolutely.
There's that.
That was good. So we stayed at the Hyatt at the airport because we had a 5 a.m. flight.
I will say, if you're flying late into Orlando, or even like early, or you need a place to stay before your cruise, you want to go over to Disney, the Hyatt at the airport is a nice hotel.
It really was. This is the second time we stayed there. We stayed there once when Steven was really little.
We did. But the rooms are very quiet.
Yes. I'd ask her for a quiet room.
Right.
I said, quiet room. I don't care where it is. Just, I need quiet. I need to get sleep because we got to get up in a couple hours because it was like 9:00 by the time we got there.
Yes. And you would think a quiet room would be like maybe on the inside, like not on the outside where you could have a balcony with planes.
Yeah.
But we had a balcony with planes and still the room was so quiet.
It was really nice.
It was a big room.
It was big. Again, I thought the bathroom was well laid out. They had nice toiletries there. I was very, very pleased, but we were only there literally 6 or 6.5 hours.
True. We mentioned the door to go out onto the balcony. Which way is it open? Because Mackenzie thought it was one way, and she was like, "Oh, we won't let us go outside." She was trying to slide the swinging door.
We were tired. I think she was trying to slide it at first, and then she was trying to pull it in and push out. But that's good. But we had a 5 a.m. flight. This time we flew home on American.
Yes. So. Before that, little tip. If you have a super early flight, make sure you set 2 different alarms on 2 different devices.
Because Dawn set her alarm for 2:50 p.m. rather than 2:50 a.m.
And I set mine for 3 a.m. So we were
Thank
good.
goodness.
But on something like that, just make sure you have a couple different
'cause-
alarms set up on different. Don't set them up on the same device.
No.
So just a little tip of the day.
Typically for me, though, I don't sleep well at all. I'm up and down all night long. So it really wouldn't have been a problem for me. These beds were so comfortable. I'm telling you, I was sleeping good.
After 3 days of hard park touring.
I think so.
And then hitting a super comfortable bed in a super quiet room.
Yeah. That didn't go well for me.
No.
I mean, as far as getting up. But we got up, got dressed, threw our stuff in the suitcase, headed downstairs, go right to American to check in. Saw a super long line, had a little panic attack.
Yes.
But it really, you're checking in at a kiosk. The line was literally just to drop off the bags. And so that went super good.
Yeah. While you were doing, what were you doing? The tags there?
Yes.
I got in line. The lady, she was guiding everybody. She goes, once this line starts moving, it's going to move really fast.
And she wasn't kidding.
No, we were flying right after that.
TSA went really well.
Yes.
It said 12 to 16 minute wait, I think. And I'm not sure it was quite that long, but it was, probably more the 12 side, 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So, but it was good. TSA did a nice job. Got to our gate. At that point, we weren't really terribly hungry just yet. And our flight was only like a little over an hour to Charlotte. But, we actually splurged and did first class.
We did it.
And it wasn't even that much of a splurge. Thank you, American. We appreciate it. I was like,
booking the trip.
It was like 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, but if you had looked later, it would.
Oh, I'm sure later it probably wouldn't have been
higher.
Yeah, because when we looked, the difference between coach and first class was like $120. But then by the time you added on, we had 2 checked bags plus the cost to pick your seat assignment. The cost difference was like literally maybe slightly under or over $100 for all 3 of us.
Right.
And we're like, you know what? It's a quick trip and it's going to be early in the morning. A little comfort won't be bad.
No, comfort, front of the plane.
Yeah. So we did it because we had to change planes and our connection wasn't that long in Charlotte.
No,
we
it wasn't
hadn't
long
much
at all.
time. So we did that. Super nice crew again. Pilot
Yes.
came out, said hello. The flight attendant, Emily, she did a great job. Might be the name. I don't know. I'm a little partial to that. So she did a great job. And again, they didn't do beverage service. It was quite early in the morning, but if you needed something, they would definitely get it for you. And then we switched planes, which we ended up, our gate was like literally like 2 gates down from where we came in. So that was nice.
It was longer to walk to the bathroom than it would have been to the other gate.
We did that. We got bagels at the airport to eat because we were a little hungry at that point.
Right.
Second flight on time from Charlotte to Columbus. Mackenzie and I ate our bagel. I don't know. Did you get something to eat?
I think I just got something to drink. I just got apple juice, actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
just wasn't hungry.
Yeah. So, but it was really good. Flight was really good. Everything was on time and American did a great job until we got our luggage.
Yep. Got it off the carousel. I zipped open the little handle of the thing to pull the, handle out to pull it, and it came off in my hand.
It just, I think one of the baggage handlers, instead of using the 2 other handles that were actually attached to the suitcase, used the handle that you're supposed to pull it with when you're wheeling your suitcase.
They did something.
I think they grabbed that and it came off in his hand. So they just put it back in, zipped it right back up.
Like, whoops.
And we didn't have time at the airport. We're like, we do not have time to go. There was a line at the American baggage place for issues. Mackenzie had to get back to school. We had to get back to here because you were going to work early in the morning.
Right.
So we just let it go. So we ended up taking it up to our local airport here, which isn't far from our house.
Right.
And
to the American office.
super nice help. They were apologetic and they sent it off to be fixed. So put a new handle on for me and we'll be good to go.
Yep. Be ready to go for our next trip whenever that will actually happen.
That's right. That was the only glitch in the whole trip.
Yeah, it wasn't even that big a deal.
No, it's not a big a deal at all. Because like they said they would fix it. I'm like, cool.
Excellent.
I'm good with that.
So our bag gets another vacation. It's going down to Dallas for a few days.
Yeah, hey, I want to go visit my aunt down there.
There you go.
So anyway, that's it.
That was our trip.
We're back to reality.
Yep.
State testing starting this week.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh, I'm not ready. I mean, I suppose I am. I think the kids are ready. The kids have done an amazing job this school year. I'm super proud of them. So we're giving the state test this week, next week, and wish the kids good luck. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sure.
If not, I don't know, we'll figure something out.
There you go.
We're doing summer school. I'm teaching summer school. What am I thinking?
I don't know.
I don't know. But
I almost
anyway.
think we have some big expenses coming up this year.
That's right. That's why I'm doing it.
There you go.
So anyway, it'll be okay.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us on the show again.
Thank you. I always have fun.
Thanks. If anybody has any questions or anything, just let me know at tim@ResortLoop.com. We'll be sure to get those answers out to you. Or maybe if it's another show worthy, we could always do that.
There you go.
Awesome. Tim Scott, Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com. Anybody has any questions, once again, reach out to me. You've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.